absolutely not deserved. I haven't done anything, but it's pretty amazing this place. I've never been. What do you say? We love you. Thank you very much. I love you back. Thank you very much for coming. There are so many events and movies and screenings, and I guess it's hard to choose. But let me tell you something. You choose the right one. This movie, The Society of the Snow, I think it's a masterpiece done by one of the best directors ever, and it happens to be Spanish. So that makes me deeply proud. The movie opened in Spain like four weeks ago on theaters, and it's been packed. I mean, it was number one. And the movie opened last week on Netflix, and it's number one globally. It's huge. And it's huge because it's a movie in Spanish. Speaking in Spanish, done by a group of actors and crew members, all coming from Spain and other South American countries. And that makes me feel especially proud and really thankful to Juan Antonio, because he's showing the world, he's showing to you tonight the quality of how we do what we do. And this movie is a testament for that. I mean, it really is anything that you would ask for a movie. It's emotional, it's smart, it's intelligent, it's absolutely mind-blowing, the way it looks, the way it sounds, the special effects, the wardrobe, the makeup is so astonishing that you can even say it's there. You believe that those people are going through that.
Do you like it?
I loved it. That's why I'm sure you are going to love it. And unfortunately, I cannot be for the Q&A because I have to go. So that's why I'm going to call Juan Antonio. I'm going to make him a couple of questions, and then later on, I'm going to be with no more, no less than Steve Pond. I mean, which is amazing. It's a great honor that he's in the room tonight. So with you are my good friend and very admired director, Juan Antonio Bayona.
You got the job.
I got the job. So Juan Antonio, this movie comes from a book. Yeah, and how do you approach to the fact that this is a real story, and then some people out there knew about it, and there was actually a movie done back in the 80s called Alive. How do you approach this story from an absolutely new point of view? What was the thing that you said, okay, but this is a different take? Because, and I will shut up now, it's absolutely original, the way he does, and the way he tells the story, and you are going to discover why in a few moments.
Yeah, well, I read the book because I was preparing another film. I was in pre-production. The film didn't have a title yet, but it had a similar theme. It was set up on the tsunami in Thailand in 2004. So I bought the book, and suddenly I thought I knew the story, and I found myself very moved, crying, reading the book, crying for the dead characters who never were in headlines, who never, I never heard about them, and I was crying for that people, you know. That shocked me, and also it was a great help for the Impossible. Yes. Actually, the title came from the book, from Society of the Snow. There was some lines from Roberto Canessa, one of the survivors, who mentioned Impossible like 7 times in 3 lines, and I thought, what a great title for the movie that I'm doing now.
Cool.
But once I finished Impossible, I still was thinking about this one. So it took us 10 years, as you say, 10 years to finance the film because it's in Spanish, with unknown Uruguayan actors, all of them very young. But we had to do it right, you know, we had to do it like authentic. The thing is that I met the survivors. My surprise is that they needed the film more than me to be done. Actually, I realized that they needed the film because the tale was wrong. I mean, everywhere they go, they will talk about a plane crash. They will talk about cannibalism, that's a word that they hate. And there is a line that I love from one of the survivors that says, "We were never person than what we were in the mountains."
Yeah.
You know, that's what the story is about finding your best self in the worst of the situation, about finding light in the dark, about finding love in the most unexpected place. That's what they needed to see in the screen, and hopefully it's in there.
Absolutely. I don't want to make any spoil because of course there's going to be, as I said, with the Steve Bond, a beautiful Q&A. But it's true that I think the homage that you do to everyone involved in this situation, hard situation, that includes the people that never got back, is done so beautifully and so emotionally and so, such a smart way that it's impossible not to feel them as a unity. And that's why the name of Society of the Snow makes so much sense, because it really is about being together and needing each other, and to survive, and also to remember those who gave everything to us, for us to survive. Last question before because they don't care about what I'm saying, they want to watch the movie and see you talking later on. Tell me, how was the shooting briefly? How was the conditions of shooting this, so they know when they remember you saying them, you telling them, well, we were there.
Yeah, we bet for trying to be as real and authentic as possible. So we basically shot in the mountain. We went to the south of Spain, in Sierra Nevada, in the highest point of a ski resort. That was 10,000 feet. So we were striding every day with the snow, we have, by the way, our DP, Pedro Luque here. He will be later
Amazing work is done.
explaining you that is to shoot a movie in the worst conditions possible. He actually had to go back. He doesn't like that I say that, but he had to go back one day to the hotel because he had altitude sickness, which I had also.
I came back.
He came back.
Same day, I mean.
Same day. No, but it was super hard. Like shooting in those weather conditions with a cast that was 25 actors every day since 8 o'clock in the morning. To have them ready to get there was already an adventure, really. And also because they are losing weight. It's one of the beautiful things about the film. You will see how the body is changing all the time because we shot chronologically. They are losing weight all the time. You can see how the bears rear, how the hair grows. So they went through this very extreme journey too, and we went hand by hand together. I had the time of my life working with them.
No, but it's
I get emotional.
It gets emotional. It gets emotional because you're adorable, man. We love you, adorable, because if I was the director of doing that movie, they wanted to speak nicely about me. But when I talk to the kids, because there are kids, that this is the first movie.
You will see, because they gave so much to this film. They are so happy right now. Every day I call them and I give them all the good news, because they gave so much that you will see. I will say.
But it speaks very highly of you that they speak so nice about you after you putting them in such a horrible condition, making them starve to death, and shooting a movie that it's taking everybody's emotional, for the rest of their lives. And still, when you talk to the kids, I had the chance to talk to them in Madrid, they were like, we adore him. He was there in every step of the way. He was with us. He would never ask us to do something that he wouldn't do first. And that speaks very highly of you as a human being, which is, by the way, the most important thing of it all. Who cares about movies? You're a great man. It happens to be a fucking master.
It's about compromise. It's about compromise. All these guys, they met the real people, or the survivors or the families of the deceased. So they felt the compromise of telling the story and telling the story right, And we did everything. I mean, I always say, if you do everything you can, you calm down, because you can do more than what you can. Okay, so I'm very happy with what I did, because I couldn't do more. I couldn't do more. Hopefully, it was enough. It was enough. Okay, but I did my best.
Ladies and gentlemen, Antonio Bayona,
Thank you, sir.
enjoy the movie and get cozy because it's gonna be cold.
Thank you. Thank you so much.